guys, welcome back to another Forza Horizon 5 video. It is currently series 9 in the, I believe it is the fall, and we have a brand new car that's been added to us to check out. This is our Plymouth Barracuda Formula S, probably one of the first proper muscle cars back in the day. So we have our massive Chrysler Commando V8 pumping out 300 horsepower. This car is obviously rear-wheel drive, big V out front, manual transmission, just all classic muscle car goodies. Not a care in the world for fuel economy, and that's how I like it. So let's hit this thing for a drive completely stop. So here we go in the Plymouth Barracuda. So back in the day when this car was made, there were actually quite a few more powerful muscle cars, a lot bigger muscle cars. This was one of the first power pony cars, I think even predecessing the Mustang. And this car was basically, it was one of the first American sports cars that actually focused more on handling than just raw power. Obviously it does have a lot of raw power, it handles like a boat, all that stuff, but it's less of a boat than some of these other cars, and it's a bit lighter, a bit faster. The car is actually really light. It's like, I think it's 3,600 pounds, which might seem heavy, but for a muscle car back in the mid-60s, that's like featherweight. And you guys can actually see right now that we're actually gaining on people. We're passing them, we're catching them. And the last time we actually saw this car was in Forza Motorsport 4, so this car has actually never been in a Horizon. It's never been in a Horizon game yet, and it hasn't even been in a post Xbox 360 game. So it's nice to have it back. And although we tried to chain climb, it doesn't look like we're gonna be able to catch them. Probably if we had a couple laps more, we'd be able to. There we go, across the line, 3rd place. It didn't take home the victory, but it felt really good to drive. Like, it obviously didn't feel like the fast car drive. Like, we are sitting like square in the middle of C-Class, but it didn't feel, obviously it didn't feel kind of like boaty and stuff, but it felt, I don't know, it felt kind of fun in that sort of sense. We do some upgrades to it. Let's start out with like maybe a B or A class tune. So in spots we have our stock engine, a 6.2 V. That's an LS swap, I believe. Yep. We have our diesel from our Power Stroke from our F450. We have this is our Hemi V8 from the 1970 Dodge Challenger. We have the Hellcat V8 with the supercharger. We have a Dodge Viper V10. We have a V12. I'm not sure what this is from. This isn't the Aventador V12, because that only has 700 horsepower. And then we have our 8.9 liter V8 DSC. I don't know what this is from, but this is one of the most powerful engines in the game. So definitely coming back to that. They're 377 horsepower, but we have a lot more handling now, so. Alright, now away we go. This is gonna be an interesting one. First corner, and boys, we might have done the impossible. We might have made a muscle car that handles. And it's no slouch in the straights either, because it still is a muscle car. Yeah, earlier today I actually drove a 370Z in this game, and it actually had it was near the top of B class, had this little less horsepower. It was also a little bit lighter than this, but the stats were similar, so we kind of made a Now I tried to change it to unbeatable difficulty, so we are just on expert, but already 40% through, and we're already in first place, so I guess even if it was unbeatable, we would still probably have them, because this is a nice driving car. Just because it's such a lightweight car, you haven't even any weight reduction to it. It drives so well. And across the line, we finished miles ahead of everyone else like this. Let's go in here, throw in our Hellcat engine, and go from there. We'll keep it rear-wheel drive because it's a muscle car. We will put on some Forza Aero. I do think that'll help us out a bit. A lot of loose off the line. Okay. So we took that corner pretty nicely. Alright. It's a little bit slidey, but alright. A lot grippier than I thought it was gonna be. We're able to get on the brakes a bit later than everything else. Turn in, take the inside line. Now it's one more person up front to beat. We won't get first place, but we will get second. And I'm surprised that this car was not going to be this fast with a rear-wheel drive, but still has it. So let's swap in our 8.9 liter V8 with 1500 horsepower, rear-wheel drive. We'll remove our front bumper because we can't do any engine upgrades. So we are a bit heavier, but we have 500 more horsepower. Alright, let's see what it does. Yeah, I don't know suspension, they have the craziest jelly suspension, but I found that the drag racing is a lot more difficult on, it seems to be a lot more difficult in FH5 and FH4. It seems the AI finally really knows what they're doing. Alright, I'm gonna say 8 seconds or 7. Really not? Huh, I thought it would be faster than that. But for our final tune of the day, we're gonna do it. Let's do a drift tune. There, now it feels a bit better. A lot better. We're actually doing pretty good. Yeah, we were just halfway done and we had over half a million points, so we're on track for a new personal best if we stay consistent. And I found the second half of the mountain seems to actually score quite a few more points. It seems to have quite a few more twisties in it. Yeah, it's gonna be really close. But I think we have it. And that is it. New PR. That's how many points we can get. $1,401,040,000 points. That is a new PR for the Plymouth Barracuda Asphalt cars. An old muscle car from the mid-60s. I definitely didn't expect this thing to be the new best drift car, but it's lightweight, it's powerful, and this is just like the magic with like drag tires and like all-wheel drive and some other stuff on this thing. You could get a really good drift car, but I don't know, I kind of like it in its more pure form. So guys, that is the Plymouth Barracuda Formula S in Forza Horizon 5. Exceptionally good car. It's just, it can handle, it can drift, it can't really rally that well, but this is a really good, I did not expect this. I'm pleasantly surprised by this car. I wasn't expecting it to be this good. I guess just because you can put in one of the biggest car engines in the game with such a lightweight chassis, would definitely recommend checking this thing out. I think the next video I will be uploading will be the Horizon Hot Wheels video, because Horizon Hot Wheels comes out in exactly 2 weeks from today. So you guys can expect to see that on the channel. I'm super excited for that. And this has been the 4th of July special. Happy 4th of July, everyone. And this has been the Plymouth Barracuda. It's a fantastic car. I guess with that, see you guys next time. Goodbye.